Hey everyone, today I've got your Manchester by the Sea movie review. A man suddenly becomes the guardian of his nephew after an incident occurred within his family, but will a mistake from the past come back to haunt him? As far as the story goes, Kenneth Lonergan directs and writes the screenplay of Manchester by the Sea about a struggling family trying to hold themselves together while there are all these different events that seem to unfold, whether it was in the past or in the present, which could affect their future in a way and could cause them to try to run away from their problems instead of facing them head on. This is a movie that is up for several Academy Awards, and it's actually also up for Best Picture. And I would say that this was a movie that I was looking forward to seeing because it definitely looked like a very interesting film. And though I'm usually on the fence about certain drama films, as long as this movie has a good story and I could actually enjoy watching the characters interact with each other on screen, then yeah, I would be okay with that. And this, I definitely saw how the characters were feeling, so you definitely see that emotional weight, you understand exactly what they're going through, and you get a lot of surprises along the way because I felt like the story was, very well written, and I did like to see this whole family dynamic of what was, happening. Some of it could be, really sad, and some of it could be really happy. It did feel like a very melodramatic film. As far as the casting goes, you've got Casey Affleck, who plays Lee Chandler, and he's this guy that has to see his family that he hasn't seen in a long time, and he has to deal with what's been going on, and he has to take on the responsibility of taking care of his nephew. And I, was slightly on the fence about Casey Affleck as an actor with this film. I mean, he was just okay in this movie. I wouldn't say he did the best I thought that he could do, but I still enjoyed watching him in this movie. Lucas Hedges, who's also got his first Oscar nomination for playing Patrick, who is Casey Affleck's nephew in the movie. He's a teenager, so he's going through a lot with what happened in his family, and it's just really interesting to see this duo, go at each other at times, and you see the struggle there. But then you also see Michelle Williams come in, and I thought she did a fantastic job in this movie, with her role being very emotional and heartbreaking. How she portrayed her character was also very believable. And then you've got Kyle Chandler, whose character is Joe Chandler, who is the brother of Casey Affleck. I thought he had a fine job in this movie as well. The things that I liked about this movie, I noticed the beautiful cinematography. I loved how there were some slight comical moments, even though this movie is mostly this slow, drawn out, heartfelt drama film, and you definitely see all of these dramatic tones throughout the film, which gave you a sense of what the characters had to deal with, and I felt like it was fitting perfectly with the film and left you wanting more to know exactly what was all going on in the story. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, I did notice some pacing and editing issues that didn't always give me a sense of what the timeline was in the movie, because they were going back and forth between looking deeper into some of the characters' lives and into the past, and then going back to the present, and it was just kind of hard to follow. But overall, I would say that this movie, despite its flaws, it was you know, a good film. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a great film, but I did enjoy myself watching it, so I would highly recommend seeing this movie if you guys get a chance to see it. So I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Manchester by the Sea, and as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.